I want somebody to want to hold my hand and never let it go. Because the last person that held my hand, they let it go. And then what they did was they let it go and they went downstairs in their house to the person that was renovating it. And that's who they're with. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dynez here, and I am here to give a little quick review on the Queen and Slim movie. So, I felt like I needed to do this because I've been seeing a lot of people with a whole lot of stuff to say, speaking against the movie. And number one, go see it for yourself. Don't listen to anybody else, whatever. Number two, don't trust these people who talking about this movie wasn't that good and I wasn't expecting this and it could have been like this and could have. Those people are the same people that was talking about Popeye's chicken sandwich was the greatest sandwich of all times. They're not credible. We can't trust what they say. So we're gonna let them be great in their mistakes. They probably think that Soul Plane was one of the greatest movies of all time. Let me go ahead. So the movie Queen and Slim, starring Kaluuya, Jodie Turner-Smith as Queen and Slim, written by Lena Waithe and directed by Melina. I can't say her last name, so we gonna leave it at that. But it was really good though. It was a good black love story. I was sitting up there like, yo, I was just in awe. Like there was a part early on when they was riding the car and I was looking at them. I was like, yo, these two are starring in this movie and they look like me. Like, I don't get to see a lot of brown characters and like lead roles, not in my lifetime, and not that I get to stay the whole movie. So it was just nice to see somebody that looked like me, number one. Number two, I liked how the tone and the pacing of the movie went. And it was realistic. Like the girl, she was kind of guarded and she continued to stay kind of guarded. I'd even made a post like, what's going on with her and blah, 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 and I wasn't feeling her at first, but by the end of the movie and stuff, after I got to know her character and find out a little bit more, she softened up, she opened up or whatever. And that's just real too, because like everybody is not always like, pow. I mean, I am, but everybody's not always like that in the beginning. And so, sometimes you have to get under the surface to find out what the person is really about. And that's what had to happen with her. And he was just like a regular guy who was a simple man and stuff. She asked him what about his legacy. This dude said that I want my legacy just to be that my lady loved me and that I was enough. If she's my legacy, something, I don't want to mess it up because I got to see it, but it was just beautiful. The poetry of love was beautiful. The things that they were speaking, he said he just wants somebody to hold his hand and never let it go. I want somebody to want to hold my hand and never let it go. Because the last person that held my hand, they let it go. And didn't even tell me they let it go, but then they told me through a text message that they letting it go. And then what they did was they let it go and they went downstairs in their house to the person that was renovating it. And that, I'm sorry. I forgot what I was doing. But yeah, the story of love. It was a beautiful story of love and poetry, and I enjoyed it. I loved it. I loved how they would stop at the various cities and the black people knew who they were and they would help them out along the way. I mean, there was one dude who was just like, I know what you did. I know I did it, but I don't agree with it or whatever. But everybody's not going to agree. But I enjoyed it and I would recommend that you all see it. And I'm going to tell y'all this part. No, I'm not going to tell y'all this part. But I will say this about the ending. The ending surprised me. How can I put it? So I didn't know if it was going to be a set it off ending or a waist deep ending. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what it was going to be because I knew they was on their way to Cuba. And so I didn't know which one it was going to be. And so it was one of them endings. But what happened after that ending within the next 2 minutes, that's the part I was just like, and then y'all talking about some y'all want a happy ending. Y'all mad because it didn't have a happy ending. No, it had a realistic ending because that's what happens out here in these streets. Can't trust mother. You know what? I'm done. Because I'm going to turn into something else. Go see the movie. It was good. Queen and Slim. Dynez approved. I'm qualified. I know what a good movie is. I done parodied about 100 of them good movies. It's in theaters now. Go on a date or whatever. And I say take your kids to see it. Shit, this is the reality that we live in today. Let them see and understand what black love can be. So, yeah, Queen and Slim, I'm trying to go see it again. Who trying to go? Who trying to go? You trying to go with me? I'm trying to go see it again. Wait, you bad? Let me stop this thing. Ooh, yes, yes, yeah, yes, Jennifer Lewis. All right, I'm done. Bye.
Time since we really over. Guess I'm going solo.